Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 47 yards on the ground. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting some... That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's White, forced out to his left. Going underneath for Gordon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete. Bernard, 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Bernard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. White on 2nd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, it's White. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now White with a first down throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run high. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Carlos Hyde, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are in for 6. And oh, it's blocked. Bailey now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. On 1st and 10, White finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To throw on 2nd down, here's White. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
White now, throwing on third and long. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Snickers! Hey! Eight! Snickers, you gotta spin!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Underneath, this is Bernard. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Spin to throw again. And the grab by Croft. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jack 16. Gotta go. Jack 16.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, White. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's White to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now White. A final shot before break. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
66.
Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Ross. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. White going to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green from 17 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the point after try for Santos. Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, here's White. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a short return to the 6-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
56. Lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
To throw on third down. White. Looking for White on the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down. Couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Ben on third and long. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. He completes it right side to right. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
White looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Melvin Gordon ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Landon Collins.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Wide open receiver complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They run again with Hyde on 1st. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's the backup Lauletta. And Latimer's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Cody Latimer, 38 yards. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try by Bailey. Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiar.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, he bowls over it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun! 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 He's moving! He's moving, boys! He's moving! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Hyde. Trucks over him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go with a keeper, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lauletta. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. It just didn't get...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Daniel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniel. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be